Yo, people, what's going on? It's Eagle Talks Football, and I'm back again with another video. Today is the panel show, and we got a lot to talk about. Of course, if you guys haven't heard, Mesut Ozil has officially retired from football. We're going to talk about Bukayo Saka. How good is he? How good is he? We're going to talk about Mikel Arteta and the boys only having 10 games left until they potentially win the Premier League title. Mesut Ozil, obviously, we got to talk about Joao Canelo. Reports is Mikel Arteta wants another 2 former Man City players. We'll find out who the other one is. Also, Odegaard's contract and Saliba's contract could be tied up very soon, and we could be seeing more Arsenal players getting their future sewed up and tied down for the foreseeable future. As we're here, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the topics. And if you're watching on the playback or you're watching live, please do hit the like button and subscribe button. Helps the channel out a lot. Now, we got Dawood in the building. Mr. Dawood, how you doing?
Good. Thanks for having me on again.
I don't know what you've been doing on the terrace. I haven't been watching too much, but I recently got a comment in my chat saying, "Yo, bro, you got to talk to your boy. He's moving wild." What are you saying, bro?
No, it is like being negative now is a trend. So for me, I had to keep that positive vibe. I had to back my players. I had to back my manager. Yeah, I had to fight for the Arsenal, man.
There you go. And then we got Gunnar Souls in the building. Souls, what are you saying, bro? You doing good?
Alhamdulillah, man, I'm good, man. Ramadan Mubarak to everyone who's celebrating. May Allah make it easy for everyone. And yeah, let's have a blessed and fulfilled Ramadan.
I mean, shout out to the people in the chat. Also, Ramadan Mubarak, guys. If you don't know, should I say Kareem or Mubarak? I always mix it up. I don't know which one it is.
It's the same.
Kareem's before and Mubarak's after. Am I wrong? Or during?
It just means Mubarak just means congratulations or like, you know.
And what does Kareem mean? If I'm not
similar, I don't really know. I'll have to check.
I'll have to check. Anyway, Steve in the building. Big up, Steve, member in the channel, in the chat, bro. Steve, you're the best, bro. I remember you gifted the membership to the people. To this day, they're still members. Appreciate it. Danny in the house saying good morning. I don't know where you are in the world, but good morning. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Gunnar Lee is going to be joining us very, very soon. As he joins us, we're going to get into some of these topics and start talking about some of these things. Tyreek in the building. Yo, Tyreek, Mr. Birmingham, how you doing, bro? It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well, Tyreek. We got Prince in the house. We got Mos in the house. What's good? But yeah, guys, where do we begin? Do we begin with the 10 games? Do we begin since I haven't actually spoken to you guys much since the Crystal Palace win? How are you guys feeling off that back of that win? It was the most comfortable I've ever been going into the Emirates. And also, if you guys need a ticket connect, I got a ticket connect now. I can get you guys tickets to go to the Emirates. So let me know. But yeah, moving on. The Crystal Palace game is where we're going to have to begin. Guys, was that the most comfortable win you've witnessed at the Emirates in a long time? We just walked in, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, conceded a goal, got scary for a moment. Even though Rob Holding was playing, it looked relatively comfortable. And going into the game, I was messaging Daps, and he was telling me, why are you nervous? Why are Arsenal fans nervous? Why are you scared of Crystal Palace? You're going to beat them so easily. Crystal Palace are terrible. And then I was like, you know what? Rob Holding's playing. People are not focused on him. And the mental gymnastics people were doing to try to get Rob Holding out of this team. I've seen people doing back threes. I've seen people playing Kieran Tierney at right back. I've seen people playing Zinchenko at right back. I've seen people playing Ben White in center back and Kavior on the left. It's some madness. I've seen so much crazy lineups. It was just funny. At the end of the day, Mikel Arteta backed Rob Holding. He played well. We won the game 4-1, and Bukayo Saka delivered a brace. Gabriel Martinelli, after having a tough week, getting knocked out of the Europa League off the back of his penalty miss, he bounced back massively. And overall, Ramsdale had a good game. Even though it was offside, he made a clear one-on-one save. And I'm just going to say this. Crystal Palace, they sacked Vieira for no reason, and they're no better off without him at this moment in time. They just needed to change it up, I guess. But hey, it is what it is. We take the 4-1 win. My talking points, Ben White, Colossal, Rob Holding, shout out to him. Mikel Arteta, who are we to question him at this point? Everything he does goes right. The best wing partnership in world football, Martinelli and Bukayo Saka this season, no debate. You cannot name 2 wingers on any team in world football that are performing better than him, unless you go crazy and start naming Messi and Mbappe's, obviously. I'm talking about in the Premier League. But yeah, and then finally, my last point, I just think we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna win the Premier League. I think it's destiny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go. I'm gonna go to you, Dawood. You jump in. What are you saying?
Yeah. Straight after the Sporting Lisbon game, I was terrified. I thought this is gonna be another one where they're gonna sack a manager. They're gonna be pumped up for the match. We've just lost our centre back. We just lost our backup right back. Players are devastated after losing against Sporting on penalty shootout. I thought this might be another game where Crystal Palace always does a job against us. I think that was our first win against them in 5 home games or something. So we've had a terrible record against Palace at home. They've always done a job against us, but wow, they actually turned it around. These boys, but they proved why they are top of the league. They showed Palace why they are like a mid-table team. The way we played together as a team, transitions, big up to Rob Holding. Because I had my doubts about Rob Holding in this game. I thought because they've got Wilfred Zaha, because they've got Alessi, because they've got pace in behind, I thought he'd struggle. But he performed. He's one of our best defenders. And big up also to Gabriel Martinelli, because people actually doubted him after we signed Trossard, and he had that patch where he wasn't scoring goals, he wasn't playing well, and he got dropped against Aston Villa, and people thought, okay, Martinelli might not be the same player again. But 6 games, 6 goals, proving why he's one of the best wingers in the world. People always talk about Bukayo Saka, but we always have to show the same respect for Martinelli, because this guy is also doing a job on the left, especially with that competition on the left wing. Big up to Mikel Arteta, because his squad selection again was fantastic. He could have easily started Gabriel Jesus again and thought, let me play him in the starting lineup. But no, he trusted Trossard. He trusted Martinelli, Odegaard, Xhaka. Yeah, great performance. That's one of the easiest home games, because this season we've conceded 2 goals, 3 goals. These home games it's been playing in my heart, especially that Bournemouth game. I thought I don't want another Bournemouth game.
Yeah,
but yeah, win.
Hey, you're right. It definitely has been a shaky time. But before we go any further, shout out to Tyreek in the chat saying what up to Khalid. Big up to Khalid. Big up to Ozil AP in the house. This guy's a real G, man. He did a freaking edit. I've never had anyone do an edit on my voice. He did an edit talking about Tottenham. It was hilarious. And then oh yeah, now my people. Big up the panel. Big up Dawood. But let Lee off lightly.
But you let Lee off lightly.
Other night, big up though. Yeah. What happened? You and Lee were going at it?
Yeah. Bro, when Lee Gunnar said that if we lose to City by 6 points, Arteta needs to get sacked. And then I was the only person that said he's talking crazy. And he said that he'd rather have Diego Simeone at Arsenal right now than Mikel Arteta. And then when he's coming with this kind of rubbish, and then everyone in the comments was saying, this guy's speaking facts. You need to be realistic. You haven't got a top manager. I thought, where's the togetherness in this Arsenal fan base? Like, we shouldn't be fighting. We shouldn't be arguing with each other. There should be positivity.
Bro, as soon as I heard Diego Simeone, I would have been like, I'm not involving. I'd rather speak to a wall.
Yeah. I don't know why. Yeah.
Bro, I don't understand yet. These yes, don't get me wrong. Diego Simeone is a good manager, but this elite, world class like Diego Simeone, what am I seeing something different? The guy's got 1 league title in like how many years? Like, don't get it twisted. I've said it before. He's a good manager, but he's not what people have put him into this pedestal. I watched La Liga more than I watched the Premier League. Like I've told many people, and for me, I don't. People want Allegri. Look at Allegri now. People want Simeone. People wanted Conte. People wanted Mourinho. Yeah. And I'm like, are you man thick? But yeah, hey, look, the grass is always greener. Those idiots always get proven to be idiots, but still have a following, which I never understand. But hey,
you know what?
You stupidity yourselves.
I honestly don't want to spend too much time on this topic, but I'm just going to say this. When it comes down to it, if you have stuck by ideology for so long, it becomes your personality.
Yeah.
So you can't change people. You can't change people. All you can do is bring them the facts, and if they choose not to listen to the facts and they ignore it, it is what it is. You know what the next argument's going to be? If and when we do potentially win the Premier League, people are going to start calling people legends, and they're going to get upset that we're calling them legends. But the reality is, anyone who delivers us our first Premier League title in the Emirates era, is going to be considered. That is a reality. But hey, yo, One Touch and Tyreek, if you want to jump on, you guys can jump on. Let me know. Send me a message. I'll get you guys on. Let's now move on from this. Now moving on to the next part, which is, bro, there's 10 games remaining, guys. There's 10 games remaining. And if you guys don't know what the situation is right now, I'm going to show you guys, because it does look a lot more favorable than I thought. Originally, I was looking at it and I was saying, you know what? We can't afford to drop too much points. We can't afford to do much. But similar to how we were in a comfortable position last year and we dropped off, we can't afford to do that. But it seems like this year we are in a ridiculously comfortable position. At this moment in time, we're what? 8 points clear, but they have a game in hand. So that's really just 5 points if they win. But if they lose or drop points to Liverpool, that could easily turn into 10 points. And let me just break this down for you guys. The math right now, we have 2 goals difference, right? 2 goal difference between us and City. City have 2 goals more than us, right? On goal difference. We have 8 points on them, and we need mathematically 26 points to win the league. 26 points. If we can get 26 points, we can win the league, and it doesn't matter if they go and blitz us the rest of the way. If Man City pick up all 30 points, 33 points, they will be on 94 wins, 94 points, right? 94 points for Man City if they win every game from now until the end of the season. Arsenal, even if we lose to Man City, we will still end the season with 96 points. Now, you're telling me both teams are going to go unbeaten? Unrealistic. There's going to be drop points somewhere. The reality is, you could see both teams dropping points from here to the end. But Man City would need to win at least 10 for 10, 10 out of 11, and they would need Arsenal to lose 2.5 games. So which would mean we'd need to draw and lose 2. And they would need to not drop any points except for 1 game. That is insane consistency you're asking for. At this moment in time, neither team has wiggle room for error. And I think it is very plausible that we could have this league wrapped up before the end of the season. What are you guys saying?
I mean, I've said it before, engrave that Premier League title and put the Arsenal on it, because it's coming to one place and one place only. North London is going to be a vibe this summer. And that's what I believe, man. And look, I've been saying it for a lot longer than even prior to the World Cup. I said there's a difference in this team. You know, every litmus test, every mentality test, every physical test that we've been put through, we've passed. Even teams that, you know, we want to take revenge against, like, you know, teams that have beaten us, you know, maybe in the away fixture, we've beaten them at home. You know, and we're doing it time and time again. We've been knocked out of cup competitions. People are like, this is where the drop-off and the crumbling is going to happen, and we bounce back. We've shown fight to the very end with 93rd minute winners, 97th minute winners, you know, and we've shown we can blitz teams as well. You know, look at Crystal Palace. A lot of people thought mentally they're probably going to be gone because of, you know, the Europa League exit, the way that we did. And look at who scored our first goal, Gabriel Martinelli. Yeah. Look at, you know, Bukayo Saka, double goal, double assist, only person in the Premier League to have that. So when you start looking at, you know, the collective unit, why am I not going to believe that in the final 10 games they can't deliver? Yes, we've got Liverpool and we've got Man City in those final 10. And obviously, you can talk about Chelsea, whatever you think of them. And obviously, we've got Newcastle in there as well, which can be a tough game. But I truly believe the mentality in this club right now, and with the additions of Trossard, you know, obviously Gabriel Jesus coming back, ESR's back. You've got, obviously, Kieran Tierney seems to be a bit more fit. So, for me, I have no doubts in my mind that we can go on to win this Premier League. And you know what? I do think we're going to beat Man City to it. And we're going to beat City in there at Etihad.
Yeah. Yo, literally, if you missed what I just showed, I broke down what statistically it would take for us to win the league and what Man City it would take for them to win the league. So right now, Arsenal have 96 points, 40 goal difference. City have 61 points and 42 goal difference.
Yeah,
right?
I think you mean Arsenal got 69 points, not 96.
Yeah, 69 points. My bad. Potential highest we can get is up to 99 points. Potential highest they can get is up to 94 points, right? But in order for them to get 94 points, that would mean we would have to lose a game. So highest we could get, hypothetically, if City go undefeated, would be 96 points. So even if City go undefeated, we could still win the league by losing the game to them. It's crazy.
Mm.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm sure. Firstly, I want to say shout out to everyone celebrating the religious month, man. Blessings to you guys, man. And listen, good luck with all of that stuff, man. Yeah, I know it can be hard at times, so yeah. Make sure you stick to it, man. But listen, it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard with it's gonna be hard with this league, man. I don't think no one's gonna ever doubt that. I was listening to Gunnar Souls, and 100% think that we can win the league. It's going to be tough. It really is going to be tough. I don't think it's it's not going to be a walk in the park. I don't think we're going to get to 96 points. I don't think we're going to get to 99 points. I'll be real with you. I don't. But I feel we'll have enough points to win the league. That's all I care about. And if we crawl to it, then it's fine. And I think people need to always remember last season, Man City. The reason why I didn't have much confidence in them this season is because last season, do you remember how they ended the season? They drew to West Ham the last day of the season. They were 2-0 down to Aston Villa. They crawled. I know they were playing. Was it for Fernando? No, who was it? Who was it? Fernandinho? Sorry, at centre back, and they were struggling. But listen, man, I just look at them and I think to myself, honestly speaking, I feel like we've got enough and. They're not going to win every single game to the end of the season. It's not going to happen. I can see them dropping points against Liverpool. I think the Brighton game is really difficult, really difficult. I think they'll smash Chelsea, and I think like Brentford, I think they'll smash them as well. So, yeah, look, it's going to be tough, but we've just got to take it, the literal game by game. I don't think we can look past one game and then another game because, that Liverpool game is going to be spooky for us. It's going to be really tough for us, man. I don't feel like that's a game where we can literally look past. I'm not looking past that game right now. So the Leeds game, I feel like we should get, the 3 points. We then move to the next game.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, you've already been ringing praises of this team and how we're going to win and everything else. Now let's just shift gears a little bit away from the Premier League title, because I think all of us here have an Arsenal winning the Premier League title, except for this man who's about to join. Yo, Englishman, what are you saying?
Oh yeah, now my people, your dark man for the motherland. If you didn't know before tonight, you gotta understand. Big up everyone in the panel. Smash the like button, my people. Arsenal.
I have to stop you. There's no rivals here. Be honest. Have you changed your mind?
Changed my mind about what?
Because if I'm not mistaken, Gunnar Lee, you were a little bit on the fence. You're now on the side where you think we could do it. Are you on the side where you still think Man City are favorites?
These are two different questions. I think we can do it for sure, 100%. Man City are still favorites because they're the guys that have done it more recently. So they're still the favorites to me.
Though. I'll be honest with you. I do.
Yeah, because they've got it done. They've got it done. We haven't had it done. The last time we were in this position was 2008, I believe, and we threw that away.
Guys, just remember they are the current holders of the Premier League.
Yeah, it's not a joke. That's not a bad thing to be number 2 today.
Yeah, we're not going up against some like small time Charlie. We're going up against the current Premier League.
But the math is on our side.
The math was on Man U side when they won it for the first time, and they still won it. So do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is my issue, Igal, with this coming with chest. And I don't know if Lees can relate to how I was feeling, but there's been years where I've seen how this movie ends, innit? Where we get all excited and get all caught up in we're definitely gonna do it. And I'm not saying that we're not gonna do it, but it's one of those ones where I've got to this feeling about an Arsenal team before, and it's gone left. So they need to do something that I'm not used to seeing. Like, for example, if we're able to go, hold on. For example, winning at Anfield is something that I'm not used to seeing over the last 6 years. A statement win like that can start letting me start talking with chess. For example, if we beat City at the Etihad after a 10 game losing streak, I would have had a different chest. But we're getting wins. We've been on runs before. Do you get what I'm saying? But we're now in a title chase. It's different to be just picking up points. Do you get what I mean, Igo? It's different.
Hey, we're not in a title chase. We're leading the race.
A title race, I said.
My thing is, I think we are the favorites at this moment in time, based on the fact mathematically they have to catch us. Mathematically,
just on points, we're the favorites. Yeah,
they cannot afford to drop points. We are the ones that can actually technically afford to lose.
Yeah.
And guess what? If we go to Manchester at the Etihad with a lead similar to what we have right now, that's pressure off.
bro. If we win at Anfield, we win the league, bro. No one's stopping us after that. I'm telling you, we win if we win at Anfield, not get a point. If we win at Anfield, nobody is stopping us. Remember, you heard it first.
You know what my thing is as well, right?
That is the moment you're gonna flip. I like it.
I think for me, look, and again, I don't know if you can get the fixtures that we've got. We played Newcastle near the end of that fixture list of the 9, or sorry, well, I mean, we've got 10 games. We've got them. We've got Newcastle near the end. That's the game I'm worried about, because I don't think we'll beat Man City and Liverpool. We may draw one and lose one. I don't know, or draw both, whatever. I think
I could pull up the games.
Pull up. If you pull up the games,
jump in.
When did we play Newcastle? What? How many games from till the end?
I've sent it to you, Gal, on messages.
We play Newcastle on the 6th of May.
No, how many games from the end of the season do we play Newcastle? Is it like 3 games?
I've got the fixtures.
Fourth game.
Okay,
away.
So that's a 4th game from the end. I think that's what's scaring me, is because, it's not much turnaround between, this. Then it will be 3 games left. And who is it we've got after that? We've got we've got Chelsea, or
we've got Brighton, Nottingham Forest, and Wolves.
Let me screenshot it so you guys can see what.
So Brighton, Nottingham Forest, and Wolves.
No, but Guna Lee, I know you remember the run in '98. I know you were there. Remember that '98. So you remember how you felt about the team before the Old Trafford win, than how you felt after that Old Trafford Overmars win. That's what I'm trying to get with this team. Do you get what I'm saying? At that point, I was like, they're definitely winning the league after that.
I agree, but you know what it is, right? Okay, cool. Let's just say hypothetically, we have a bit of a miss up between the Liverpool and the Man City games, right? And somehow we're level on points, or we're 1 point ahead, or hypothetically speaking, that Newcastle game is a huge worry, man, because you then only got 3 games left. You also have to put into it, look, we've got Man City, and then 3 days later we've got Chelsea. Yes, we're at home, so there are some real things. It's only 3 days turnaround, and I know we can do it, and we haven't got an excuse, but really and truly, Man City are going to be battling hard. Chelsea, they've only got 1 game a week probably coming up. So
no, but Guna, if you win at Anfield, are you worried about that game? Are you even worried about that?
Nah, you know what?
Let's be honest here. Nobody's caring about St. James's Park when we done up Anfield, bro. Nobody.
I'm looking at these games.
They got top 4.
I'm taking these games game by game, as you guys are saying. Leeds is the next game. I think we beat Leeds, and if Liverpool get anything from Man City, that turns what we need to be 26 points. It will turn that into friggin' like 21. So once the games are running out, City don't have any chance. We just need to continue to do what we're doing. At this moment in time, it's fully in our control. It's not in City's hands. It's in our control. Gunnar Souls, what are you saying, bro? Because I feel like you're kind of on my pace with this.
Do you know what it is, right? I'm not scared of any team in the Premier League right now. I don't care about Anfield. I don't care about the Etihad. Not in a way of like, I don't think we're going to go.
You don't care about Anfield.
Bro, I'm not.
Are you hearing what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm fine this year, bro.
You don't care about the Etihad.
Yeah, I'm. Cool.
When was the last time we picked points at any of those places?
Bro, it's a new chapter, new franchise.
Empty-handed for 6 years, I think.
Bro. This is different. I'm telling you, this is a different Arsenal, and it's gonna get proven. The thing is, look, how many doubters are slowly turning themselves? They're turning themselves into believers, and I'm telling you, there's certain stories in football that just get written. This is one of them. The youngest Premier League team, the doubters, the inevitables. This is what's going to happen, man. I'm telling you, there's a fairy tale on the rise. This is the one that we're going to tell our grandkids about. And I'm telling you, look, Anfield, Etihad, I don't care. Bring them all on. Bring them all on. Because that's the mentality we need to go with.
I think there's a difference between doubting and taking it game by game, though, Gunnar Souls. I think there's a difference between that.
That's fine. Look, we can take it game by game, but obviously we're talking about in the context of 10 games, right? But for me, the mentality, even as fans, in my opinion, we need to have in the sort of aura that we and the energy we need to give, we just got to be like, you know what, we are the champ. We've got to believe we're champions. And you know the Anfield hoodoo and all of this, it doesn't affect you. Look at Man City when they go, regardless of whether they win or not, do they not go there and go, yeah, this is our game?
Well, what I will say, Gunasos.
Yeah, but we've yet to do that, Gunasos. That's the thing.
We'll do it, bro. I'm telling you, the mentality.
Until then,
let him go. Let Lee go.
Liverpool have only lost one game at Anfield, so I know, yes, they aren't great. I know, yes, they've not got a great midfield, but ultimately they are a good team, and they are just playing poorly. I do think we should win there. I do. The same way I look at, we beat Spurs away. I think we should win. I don't know if Liverpool are the same team that they were. I do think they're more of a paper team, but I think the thing that you always have to think about and remember, Liverpool, when they rise it, they rise it, and they beat Man City this season. They beat Man City last season when they were crap. So it's not as easy as 1-2-3. And I think it could either be a game where we beat them 2 or 3-0, or we lose 2 or 3-0. I don't think it will be a draw.
Yeah, I agree. But my thing is, I'm just talking about the mentality we've got to go into these games.
Yes, of course.
No, for sure.
But it's not a given.
Obviously, there's going to be the context thing of, we've got to take it game by game. But the mentality, when the fans, especially the stadium fans, maybe the social media fans don't matter, but the aura we've got to go in with, this is our game. That's how I want it. I want them to treat it. That's all it is.
I just want to say one more thing. Dawood, I'm going to bring you in on this.
Yeah.
I keep hearing this, and you probably keep hearing this also, being on terrace recently. This is our only chance to win the league. This is our only chance to win the league. This is our only opportunity to do it. This is our only chance. This team is going to fall off next season. This team is not going to be this consistent next season. This team is having an imaginary season. This team, if they miss out this year, they bottle it and they're never going to do it again. These narratives, where are they coming from? Because what we're doing is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Consistent to a ridiculous level. And I get it, people want to banter, but at some point you're being dishonest to the viewers when you're saying stuff like, oh, this team's going to fall off next season, or this team is not going to be able to improve. Like, what do you have to say when you hear these things?
I don't know. It's something with like rival fans and changing their narrative about us every single month. It went from they're just top of the table because it's just start of the season and they're not doing much. And then it's like wait until Christmas, and then it's like wait until after the World Cup, and then it's like let's see how they perform when Gabriel Jesus gets injured. Then it's like it's just so many. It's like then it's like they have to win. I mean, then it goes to City are still going to win it because they're not favourites, because City are just too good. They're going to fall off sooner or later. Then it's like they have to win it now because they won't win it again ever again. Every single time is a new narrative, and I'm just sick or tired of it, because let's enjoy this moment as Arsenal fans, because when is there going to be another time we're going to be 10 points clear with 10 games left? There's no need. I'm sick of tired of like criticizing the players and being realistic, and like all of these narratives are just. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So all of these narratives, and I'm enjoying the moment. I believe we're the favourites because I'm looking at the fixtures. We're 8 points clear. In the next 3 games, they've got Brighton away and Liverpool at home. And if they lose one of them games or drop points in one of them games, we could realistically be 11 points clear with about 8 games left. And then that's when you start really, really believing that we could end the season, win the title by early May. And for me, City are not the same City as before. When it comes to City, they're not. I don't know, something about them this season. It's like they're more concentrating on winning the Champions League. They've won the Premier League plenty of times, yes, but with the league, I don't know. It's like I see City dropping points. Like forget Brighton away, Liverpool away. I see them dropping points teams against like Southampton or a team against like a Nottingham Forest, because no one knew they're going to drop points against Nottingham Forest. They drew 1-1 against Nottingham Forest, and people thought they're going to beat this team 5-6-0. So I think City are going to have them kind of games where they're going to underestimate their opponents, and they might, because for us it's like every game's a cup final for us. For them, it's not a cup final, especially in the league. For them, every game we're treating it like a cup final. That's why I believe we're the favourites. And City Champions League for them is like cup final games. So for me, that's why I say we're the favourites.
There you go. And you know what? I just want to shift away from the title now and let's get back into some of the other stuff.
I do want to say though, just my last thing on that is, you know what, guys? I think it's hard to say and it's always hard to remember. But listen, we've not been in this position for 19 years. I definitely agree with David, man. Do you know what? Sometimes, just sometimes, you got to be in the moment, man. Because
brother,
you know,
and the rival fans hate it because
a few
they hate that
back,
we're in the moment and we're enjoying it.
It is true, man. Because you know what? Listen, we can laugh, but Man United fans, they celebrated that Carabao Cup like it was no tomorrow. And the reason why is because they're so used to winning that they've been in the mud for a while. So listen, 110%. We got to, you know, whatever happens, got to just celebrate the good times, man. If we win it, live your best life, because we don't know what's going to happen next season, the season after that. So,
Guna, quickly.
Don't let anybody try to have you in these conversations that the season's a failure or this is that. At the end of the day, whatever happens, win, lose, the reality is we cannot break away from saying what this team is doing. We're heading in the right direction.
The rivals, you see the rivals, I think because of the rivals, I'm starting to buy into we are actually going to win this league, because without them even knowing it, they brought our fan base stronger to get closer together. The players are probably hearing everyone say, "Oh, they're not going to win the league. They're not going to win the league." So they're like, okay, pressure's off us, really. In fact, they've tried to put pressure on us, but with all the abuse, they've kind of taken the pressure off the players. Are like, okay, let's prove these fuckers wrong. Let's show them what we're about. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm starting to, every time a rival says stuff to me like, you better do it this season because next season you're done, it's them telling me they've accepted that we're winning the league this year. Maybe guys, I should accept it too.
Guess what? Champions League qualification, one more point. One more point, we automatically qualify for Champions League.
Wow. I didn't know that.
How crazy is that? With 9 games to go. One more point, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, I have never been to a Champions League game. I've been living here since 2008.
Wow.
What? That's crazy, bro.
That is
same. I've never been to a Champions League game.
I'm coming to them.
See?
Every single one of you guys in the chat right now, put your emojis in the chat. How gassed are you guys? Bro. We're going to be back in the Champions League. Mikel Arteta came in as a player and ended the drought of winning trophies. He came in as a manager, ended the drought of Champions League football, and he could potentially end the drought of not winning Premier League.
Yeah. And you know the next thing, rivals are going to get onto us for? Getting excited about being in the Champions League. Oh, you're not allowed to be excited about that.
Good luck getting I beg. You, man, you ain't getting no tickets next season, bro. The way that it ain't happening.
I'm telling you, kid, I only need one.
I gotta connect. You gotta holler at me now, bro.
Listen, I got connects. I got a couple connects, my guy.
All I know is whenever I'm in London, you lot better all plug me in, bro. That's what I'm saying.
No, I just want to say one thing. It's like when I say enjoy the moment, for me, because I started supporting Arsenal when I was in 2006, so I've never seen Arsenal win the Premier League ever. So it's like one of them ones is like when you see your first ever Premier League title, and it's one of them moments. Mikel Arteta is going to bring me that first Premier League title. The way probably you guys with Arsene Wenger, if you guys started supporting, you saw the first Premier League title under Arsene Wenger, and it's like your GOAT manager. The only time I saw Arsene Wenger was the times that was just going left, and the pain. So literally, from when I started supporting Arsenal, the only thing I saw were just pain, failure, and it's like seeing us challenging for the title, even challenging for it, is something that I've never seen in my life, and it's like I'm enjoying every single moment because I don't know if this is gonna happen again. So it's one of them ones. It's like I can't have any negativity.
It will happen again, bro.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. And it's like if that first Premier League title, and then it's like I'll probably never forget about it ever again, because you never forget your first league title. You never forget your first major trophy. So it's can't wait for it.
Enjoy it, my brother. Listen, enjoy the
100%. I won't tell you what I did when we won our first league title. That's for off the stream.
Hey guys, we got some business to handle. William Saliba, Martin Odegaard, 2 players that the club are now speaking to about tying down on new contracts. This is what we want. We want to hold on to our best players. We keep hearing about Arsenal of old losing players. These players don't want to go nowhere. They want to be part of this for as long as we're going. And William Saliba, rumors came out from Chris Wheatley. I know it's not the most reliable source, but he's saying that Saliba is close to signing a new contract. And another conversation that I heard today. I don't know who the source was. I think I'm gonna check who the source was, but I seen a report saying that Martin Odegaard is also close to starting talks with about a new contract until 2028. So at this moment in time, Arsenal are working behind the scenes to get these contracts sorted out for these players, and this is massive. I think Fabrizio, no, this is old, but
yeah, I was gonna say something that I thingy that what Spurs basically did was, I remember when Spurs were at their pinnacle when they were second and Champions League finals, and that's when they started. No, I'm talking about when they were at their best. What did they do? You saw every single player, like every week they had a new player sign a new contract. So when you're at your best and the players are happy, and that's the best time to sign these players up, because it's going to be easier to negotiate contracts with them and they're happy to stay. And I'm happy that like we're being proactive with signing with new contracts with all these players, because if we have a spell where we're struggling and then the team's going backwards, it's so much harder keeping your best players. So all of these players, Saliba, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, keep them on long-term contract, because right now, like that, we need them for the next 5-10 years.
I also do think though, like when you look at it, right, like, one thing I've learned about football, it's hard to say, never get too close to these players, man. Never get too close to these players.
It's like Game of Thrones, bro. Don't get close to any characters, bro.
Man. And you know what? I remember my first heartbreak. It wasn't a girl. I mean, it really wasn't.
Yeah.
It actually was when Patrick Vieira left, bro. Listen,
that was your first one,
bro.
What about when Petit went?
Nah, the one for me was
Petit and Overmars,
man. Because Vieira, like, I don't know if you remember it at the time. It was year in, year out that he was going to leave. And I just thought, because it kept going year in, year out, he was going to stay. And then when he left, man,
it was a lot,
bro. And then the next one was Ashley Cole. He was another one that
stop
killed me, man. And you know, that was all the tapping up stuff with Chelsea. And then I remember, like, we was meant to get Sean Mike Phillips, and then he went to Chelsea. And listen, man, all I'm saying to you, like, this is how far back I'm trying to go back. And you're right, Petit was another one, but one thing I've learned, man, don't get too close to these players. These players, I love all of these players, man. I love all of these players. I love Ben White. But if Ben White was to leave tomorrow, it wouldn't shock me, because I've seen it. I've been there, I've done that.
I hear it.
Yeah,
but I'm just happy, guys, because it wasn't too long ago we were hearing Bukayo Saka is going to leave to get competitive football. We were hearing that Martinelli is going to leave to go to Liverpool because Klopp loves him and keeps talking about him. We were hearing all these rumors about all our players that are some of our best players are going to have to leave to go get football that's competitive, or get Champions League football, or to reach their potential. He's going to have to go to Man City. These things it was just last week I was hearing about this. Now, a year later, Liverpool doesn't look like they're going to be able to sign any of our players. William Saliba, who people thought was never going to kick a ball under Mikel Arteta, is one of the best center backs in world football this season, best young center backs at least in world football. And overall, we got to just sit back and say, you know what? The loans, credit to them. Everyone who criticized the loans, you have to shut your mouth now and say, you know what? They know better than us, because we've been so used to the club being run so poorly that we can openly criticize things and we're always right. But now it's the first time where you can see Ramsdale, we criticized it, we were wrong. Ben White, we criticized it, we were wrong. We criticized the January window this season. Some people did, at least. You were wrong.
Yeah. People wanted Madison ahead of Odegaard.
People criticized the direction of the club after not getting top four. We were wrong.
But you know,
people are scared to admit they're wrong on YouTube, though, in other ones.
Yeah, you know, in like corporate environments, when your manager's proactive and they give you a contract because of the work you're doing, you're likely to stay. You're likely to feel appreciated. You're likely to be like, you know what? Yeah, I want to keep staying because my manager's giving me a pay rise or giving me a promotion or giving me whatever without me asking for it. And I think that's what these players are going to feel like. Martin Odegaard's going to be like, look, I've not carried, but, I've been, captaining the side, to potentially a Premier League title, and they've rewarded me with a contract without me kicking a fuss. William Saliba's probably saying the same. Martinelli, obviously, the same situation. These guys have still got 2-3 years left on their contract. We're in no urgency to renew, but we're showing the proactiveness and going, you know what, we appreciate everything you're doing for the club. Here's a new contract without you asking us.
And we definitely didn't used to do stuff like that, man. Players were running
But you
out
have to also
contracts,
think-
leaving on free transfers and stuff.
You have to always also think though, like all of these players, and this is the where I would probably say we give Arsenal credit is, listen, I don't want no players to go. I'm attached to all of these players and what they've done this season, but especially the 3 young players, including Ramsdale, probably 4 young players. Any of those go, and we've signed them up to long-term deals, it doesn't matter because we're going to get so much money. We're smart now. We've not done what we did with the Van Persie's, where he's.
Please don't mention that guy's name around me, please.
And I mean, listen, I still got a lot of love for him, man. But yeah, it is. I know.
We have to talk about this off stream.
You know what? You know what? I'm just gonna let's just make this a quick segment. Mesut Ozil, one of the most controversial players in the Emirates era. He's officially retired. He announced his retirement today. What do you guys got to say about him? Because a lot of people have bad things to say about him. Some people have good things to say about him. I haven't really seen too many people praising him in the Arsenal circles too much. Yeah. It's kind of like because he didn't do so well for us, it's kind of like we're just celebrating his career, not really his time at Arsenal. But to be honest, when he got signed, it was a special moment. His first debut goal against Sunderland, that goal against Ludogorets. The assist against
the streets won't forget. Yeah, the day he signed, my man on Sky Sports, there was a dildo in the guy's ear, bro.
No, what about the friggin' his first goal against Napoli? Like, there's so many moments. But yo, Ty, what are you saying, bro? It's been a while. How you been?
It's been a while. It's been good, man. It's been good. But just on the Ozil thing, I'd probably sum it up in like this: one of the best players that we've ever had, technically, yeah, but he did underachieve at our club, unfortunately. Combination of him and us not supporting him and creating the right support system in and around him in terms of the team.
More that than him, though.
Yeah, but there will less. I'm not gonna not forget certain games, like away at Anfield when we lost 5-1 and he's walking back, and when we lost in against Chelsea and the way his attitude was. And there's a reason why he did fall out in every club that he did leave. It ended badly. There is a reason why, unfortunately. But I can't talking about
Madrid end badly.
Well, they got rid of him, didn't they, for Bale?
That doesn't mean it went badly, though. That just means he left for a different player.
He's not really a club legend anywhere.
I'm going to be interested to hear what you guys think about this. And you know what? I think when we think about footballers, bro, we have to also remember these people are human beings, man. Like, they're going to be upset at times. Listen, even like your relationships with your partners, my relationship with my partner. Listen, she's a great person. She's an amazing person, but at times she can be a little bit selfish at times, and that's just sometimes she can be a little bit overbearing at times. Some people, that is just their character, and unfortunately, you have to remember the good times and I'm not breaking up with her because she's still a great person. She doesn't watch his show, so it's still
I was gonna ask that next.
Nah. She's downstairs. She's cool. But like the point being is that it's not to say that I'm gonna, think about all the negative things about her. I know some of the negative things that she has, or for me, the things that I do. Like sometimes I can be a bit whatever. Point being is that you have to, you have to think about who this person is. This person is a great player for Arsenal. He stayed when all the chips are down for Arsenal, when we are dog crap. He still stayed and he played, and he did put in some really great performances. He put in some crap performances as well, 100%. But you have to remember who the player is, man. The player is someone who was let down by the club, in my opinion. Fully let down by the club, and he had to play with Giroud when Giroud was all of a sudden this bum up front from December till the end of the season and didn't get not one more goal. You have to remember, this is the same guy that he was having to play with these
Arteta and Ramsey in center midfield as his protection.
Hey, don't talk bad about Arteta.
No.
As a DM, I can.
My point is that you just have to also remember how the club kind of treated him. Yes, he was on £350,000 per week. Fantastic. But really and truly, the club gave him the money. He didn't, they didn't have to give him the money, and he didn't keep up to his end of the bargain. Fine. And he stayed because why not? bro, like if he doesn't want to play, who cares? Like it's his money. Like,
Gave me that contract, so
keep it moving, man. Like, so listen, man, I don't feel like anybody should have some real malice towards the guy. Like, let the guy live. He did some really good things for us. He came to us when we were crap as well. He came to us when we weren't this amazing team.
Then nobody was coming to us them times. No world-class players.
By the way, I'm just gonna say this: he's our biggest marquee ever signing.
110%.
I'm one of the few fans that have a lot of love for Mesut Ozil. I just think, as Gunali said, he didn't get the tools he needed. Like, for example, talking about him pressing, are you going to ask Pirlo to press, Zidane to press, flipping, what's his name, from Argentina? What's that guy? Riquelme. You're going to ask him to press. No, you're not. You're going to find a way to get the best out of him. Give him 2 players to protect him. He'll do the business. I still think he did the business. He won 4 trophies at Arsenal. So, and he brought us a lot of incredible days. Incredible player. And I think in this team, he'd be incredible with Partey and Xhaka protecting him. That's for a different stream. That's for a different stream.
Just before Dawood and Souls go on Ozil, people in the chat, let me know your thoughts on Mesut Ozil. And I put a silly poll that everyone keeps talking about, KDB and Ozil. I don't know why they're comparing them, but hey, just for fun, let me know what you guys think in the chat about that. We had some people saying here they hate Ozil. Some people showing some love, saying, nah, the Ozil slander is unreal. Y'all think, though, yeah.
Peak Ozil over peak KDB. I said it.
No.
Bro, I said it, bro. I didn't ask you to agree.
In terms of top 10, people saying compare. Ozil was a spineless.
How many World Cups has KDB got?
Just going back to it, Igal, I was going to say, I felt sorry for Ozil because if you're doing through balls to someone like Sonogo, like where's that going to go? Because that moment where he's looking in front of him and he sees Olivier Giroud. He says, Sonogo. He sees like so many shit strikers and he's thinking like, but he still stayed. But another thing that I rate about Ozil is that he brought me my first major trophy in the FA Cup. I remember how many years did we go without winning a trophy? 9 years without winning a major trophy. He comes in first season, win the FA Cup. And it's like he brought back the days where we was trophyless. And then we have to respect him for that. But another thing is like, some games I remember, like the Carabao Cup final against Man City, were losing, and then he just like walking about and he's giving up. And too many games where he just gave up, and he didn't. If he really didn't want to play for the club anymore, he should have left. But the reason why he didn't leave because there wasn't any offers for him. No one wanted him. And then
350 racks, my guy. Why am I going anywhere?
I know.
Where am I going? Where am I going to get less money? For what?
Do you know what's annoying me about this?
It's not about money.
It
is about money. What do you mean it's not about money? 350 racks.
Let me tell you why this comment's annoying me as well. I just want to say it, like it's actually annoying me. Like he trolled us about this trust the process. How many other Arsenal fans didn't trust the process? So what? So what? I didn't trust the process all the time.
Yeah.
Like it took me a little bit of time. And then I realized he's not going anywhere. So I have to back this guy and just wanted to see change in some of the things he was doing. They were big. Dan Potts, one of my good friends, Arsenal supporters, he didn't trust the process. Now he does because he's seen a difference in what he wanted to see because he's been supporting Arsenal a little bit longer than me. And he just thought that we were going through the pits. I don't understand what it is that people were so hung strong. If Arsene Wenger said, I didn't trust the process, what are you going to, lambast him? Are you going to, want him at the club forever? So what if he didn't trust the process? I don't get it. Like, what is the problem? Like, people can't change their mind. This is the problem in life. People feel like you have to say, yes, I must say this now and I can't change my mind. I can't change my mind about something, anything. It's ridiculous.
I'm just going to say this before Souls goes. The most controversial, everyone just give me your most controversial former Arsenal player. I'll give you 4. Actually, you guys give me 4. What do you guys think? Ozil, who else?
Giroud.
Controversial? In what sense?
I'd say Ramsey.
That splits opinion like Ozil.
Van Persie.
Giroud.
Ramsey.
Ramsey over Ramsey.
Do you know who else is? Theo Walcott.
Giroud's good. Van Persie's good.
Walcott's an interesting.
I've got a good one for you. Koscielny.
Who's the last?
Koscielny.
I say
Walcott over Adebayo. Koscielny over.
Nah, don't even mention that guy when it comes.
What about Fabregas?
Someone said Bellerin.
Anyone that hates Fabregas is only because he went Chelsea. No other
Who
reason.
likes Bellerin?
There's always in the comments Bellerin, not me.
But people think
Ashley
Walcott
Cole
was a dead player. People think
Ashley
Walcott was
Cole.
dead.
That's an interesting one.
You know what? Ashley Cole is not controversial because he won trophies with Chelsea, and I understand why people don't like him. Where Theo
Van
Walcott,
Persie won trophies with United. He's still a pagan.
yeah, I get why Van Persie's controversial, but what about Ashley Cole? Is more like forget about him.
I think
bro. Ashley Cole one was big, bro.
What about this one? Theo Walcott. He got so much abuse.
He did, bro. Let's not forget when we gave him that contract, how the Arsenal fan base was moving then. Bearing in mind that was a time where he could have left and he could have went for more. That was when his stock was at his highest, but still people didn't rate him at all. When
Granit Xhaka.
Yeah.
Does he count anymore as negative?
Nah, just leave that one for now. Wait till he leaves. That's a whole stream, Granit Xhaka. You go. Let's be honest. That's a whole stream.
Yo, he's gonna be a documentary, man. Can't wait.
That's what I'm saying. If we win the league this season, and if Xhaka leaves in the summer, his documentary is gonna be sick. You know.
Yo,
brother.
I swear to God, if 80 Maitland-Niles comes back and he actually plays as a right back, I won't have an agenda on him. But I don't like the guy. I don't like.
Nah, bro, he's done.
But if Xhaka leaves and we win the league, I mean, right now, I don't think you can have a agenda against him. Like, look, the way he's turned his career around, the redemption arc has been great. So for me, I feel like you got to drop it. But I can see why people don't like him.
I'm gonna give it to Fabregas, the 4th spot.
So no way, man. Bro, the only reason people don't like him is the same reason you didn't put Ashley Cole, because he played for Chelsea.
Okay, so does Van Persie get in?
Yes, facts.
Yeah, Van
facts.
Persie 100.
Van Persie, Giroud.
You have Ozil, Giroud, Van Persie. Who's the final one?
Ramsey, man.
Did Ramsey?
Nah, not Ramsey. Not Ramsey. No, not Ramsey.
He played in the 2. He played in the 2 with Francis Coquelin, and he played with. Who else did you play with? Alex Song.
Song.
But what is there Arsenal fans that don't rate Ramsey?
Ramsey in the 2 when he used to just get in the box and expose it defensively. I used to hate it so much.
Is he a legend or a cult hero, Ramsey?
Cult hero,
right?
He's a cult hero because he won so many.
I'm just glad everyone's on that page.
Yeah, Ramsey was always a number 10. He was never a central midfielder for me. He was always a number 10. And then
really a 10.
Nah, I'd say he's an 8, an attacking 8.
He's an 8. Yeah.
We never played in midfield 3, so we played in midfield 2, and then you can't play him in midfield 2. He's like Drew Bellingham. You can't play 2 with Drew Bellingham.
Guys, if you have to pick one, is it going to be Ramsey?
Nah, it's gonna be Van Persie, bro.
Nah, bro. It's gotta be Walcott. It's gotta be Walcott. It's gotta be
Van Persie.
Well, so when you mean Van Persie, like they meet the split opinions between the fan base.
Nah, I think everyone hates him. Fuck Van Persie. You're right.
Van Persie, the way Van Persie broke my heart, no chance.
If we're doing it based on ability, then we can't put Van Persie in there because he was quality no matter what.
No, it's based on Arsenal fans.
Hey, stop praising RVP.
Van Persie, I think Van Persie is probably the only guy one man team. The way he carried us.
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna narrow it down to 4. Gunnar Souls, who are you picking between Ozil, Giroud, Van Persie, and Walcott? Who's the most controversial?
Wait, Sanchez might be better than Van Persie.
Van Persie? Okay. For me, the most controversial is I'm gonna have to give it to Olivier Giroud, because I think the way that people say he's amazing now is ridiculous. I absolutely despise him. In my opinion, Olivier Giroud never kicked the ball for us.
Chill out, bro. Chill out.
Wow. I'm that negative.
He's not exceptional, but what's it called? What he's done since leaving Arsenal is kind of maybe not want to talk about him.
I understand
but he wasn't. He could do a job.
The moment he lifted the Europa League and said thank you Arsenal, and then went on to go win the Champions League, then went on to go do stuff in Italy, and now people are saying, look at what he's doing. He couldn't do it at Arsenal. No, he cost us. There were 15 games.
Can you remember that performance against Monaco? First leg in the Champions League. That is the worst striking performance I've seen in my life.
It's not the worst. You ain't watching
It's up there.
He missed like 3 sitters. He missed 3 sitters.
You've watched Joao Canelo start a football game, so I'm sure that's not true.
The Sun did an article, and my tweet made the article. The tweet, ESPN tweeted, Olivier Giroud, is he underrated or overrated? I said overrated. and ESPN did what was it?
Guys, we've been through some dark times, you know, as Arsenal fans.
The Sun friggin' retweeted it. The Sun took my tweet and put it in the article saying Arsenal fans don't like him, Chelsea fans like him. I wonder why.
Yeah. If anyone disrespects the club like Drew did, thank you, Arsenal. And then the way Cristiano took the Arsenal shirt off, and then when he left Arsenal, and he had the.
I think Sanchez might be a controversial one, you know, as well.
You know what, guys? We're running out of time. We got to move on to the final part. Mikel Arteta wants to bring back more Man City players. He's looking to bring in Cancelo. What are you guys saying?
No. You wouldn't take Cancelo?
No.
You're having a laugh, bro.
The guy's attitude absolutely stinks.
Nah, man.
Nah, bro. You're only saying it this season. When he was winning back-to-back titles, you weren't saying that.
No,
now you got a little bit of a story this season. You could say the same thing about Trossard. How he I'm saying he dare not try that Arsenal.
He's been on 4 teams in 5 years. That does say a lot about him. I think he's Bayern Munich, Man City, Juventus.
No, he's not. He's been at Man City for the last 4 seasons.
No, he hasn't.
No.
Yes, he has. At least 3.
No. Yeah, but this is 2. This is 2. In 5 years, he's been on 4 teams.
So my question is, thumbs up or thumbs down, guys, for Cancelo?
No, Cancelo.
I'm 100% taken.
No Cancelo.
Hi, what you saying? Thumbs up?
Yeah, man.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Double vote.
I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna play the fence because reality.
No, you're not allowed to.
Reality is
bro. Nah, I don't want to hear the reality. I want to hear your answer.
Last time I had a crazy opinion on Bernardo Silva. It came and bit me in the ass.
Yeah, you can't sit on the
Don't worry. Don't shy away from these things.
Where would Cancelo play anyway?
He would play in the Zinchenko role.
What? As in, he'll play in midfield?
No, he
could play left back or right back. What are we saying here?
Left back or right back.
No, but Zinchenko plays every week. Ben White plays every week. He's not going to be second choice to one.
Oh, okay. So when we're playing Champions League games, we can be rotating like we were doing this season, yeah?
No, but we've still got.
Okay. The fact that you said no is all I need. That's enough.
Next. Anybody know anything about that Brahim Diaz guy?
Yeah. He's a good player, but he's not someone that we need. He's a good player, but he's not. He's not the mold we need.
He's the same as ESR. Am I wrong?
Yeah, same mold where he can play across the whole of that front line and in that 10-8 position.
Yeah.
Still
we need pace now. We need time.
Yeah, we got the English version. We don't.
So this is what we're gonna do. Forget about the actual transfer links because the window's not until thing. Reality is. If we win the league this year and we go into the summer and we have Champions League money, we can attract players. What are you guys wanting to go for that's realistic, but at the same time can actually raise the level? Because we keep getting linked to players like Leao and stuff like that and the Kebishkar guy from Napoli. Do you really think we're going to get those kind of wingers? Or do you think we're in the midfield?
I think we can get Leao, Kvaratskhelia. I can't see him and Osimhen leaving in the same summer. That's the only reason. And I think Osimhen leaves this summer. I prefer him to stay another season though at Napoli.
No. My question is not what we can get. It's what is the next big piece you think Arsenal's actually going to get?
Caicedo, 100%.
Midfielders. I think we get 2 central midfielders, and those are going to be the biggest business we do. The 2 central midfielders. I don't know who they're going to be. But I wouldn't mind a combination of Caicedo and what's his name, SMS, or Declan Rice and what's the other guy?
I'll say to you, if we get Caicedo, we're making it to the last 4 of the Champions League, bro.
By the way,
are you with me, Guna? Caicedo over Rice, yeah?
100%, yeah.
All day long, bro.
Englishman, you're on fraud watch, bro.
For who?
Your boy Wilfried Zaha's never joining Arsenal.
But this is what you're trying to do, Igal. If you remember what I said I either want Trossard or Zaha. We've already got Trossard, so we don't need the other one. Do you know what I'm saying? That ship's sold. The same way you laughed at me when I said Trossard and Zaha, we have one of them now, and you're loving him. So learn to listen to me sometimes. You get me? 1 out of 2 is all right. 1 out of 2 is okay. 1 out of 2 is okay.
I see how you flipped it around there. But we seen what he did. We seen what he did on the weekend. There's no way Mikel Arteta will ever take a player who doesn't have the work rate. So whatever player we sign, They have to have the work rate. But
no, but that's the thing I also said. If we were to sign Zaha, I do believe Arteta would have had some non-negotiables with him to see him at our club. I don't believe anyone walks through the door at Arsenal without having that conversation with Arteta. That's the way I see it. But I hear you, though.
All right, I'm going to go to Souls next. But before I do that, people saying Matoma, Cancelo, Casado, I mean, they're saying McAllister. Someone here saying Savage, Diaby, Ozyman. Ozyman's not happening, guys. Let's be honest. It's not happening.
Did the guy say Jimenez?
No, that's not what we need.
Nah. I hope I didn't see Jimenez.
I don't think Osimhen would.
Yo, Gunali, I know you got to go, bro. Thanks for jumping on, my guy. Appreciate
Listen,
it.
man, make sure we get Caicedo, man. Anyone that if we need to get Caicedo, we need to get Caicedo. If we get Caicedo,
we're
telling
live.
You, League is coming back next season. Champions League
Wow.
Last 4 league. Calm down. Let's just get to the last 16 first.
Yeah, let's just get to the last 16.
This is how good this guy is, man. I'm telling you, listen, Caicedo, this guy's going to take us to the new level, man.
And he'll cost us less than Declan Rice, I believe.
No, 140 million Paul Barber's talking.
There's no way Brighton are going to ask for that, bruv. 140.
They just rejected 70 million in the
in January because they wanted to secure European football. It's a different thing, bruv. End of the season, it's different.
Different, bro.
Just signed a new contract.
Bruv, it doesn't mean anything, bruv. How many times have we seen players sign contracts and they've still got signed 6 months later, bro?
I was gonna say, what if Caicedo scores like a win against City in the game coming up? That would like
it'll be worth it.
That would be worth it.
It'll be worth leaving him there.
Keep him there.
No, but what I'm saying is,
bruv, there's no way Caicedo goes for any more than 80 million, my guy.
Bro,
140 million.
Listen,
are you hearing the figure that you're saying, bro?
I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
We're
not getting Declan Rice. Listen, we know the club. What they're gonna do is they're gonna get Declan Rice and they're gonna get one player from abroad. They're gonna get one player from within the league. They're gonna get one player from abroad. But the thing is, what do you think is actually gonna happen outside of that? Because we know Declan Rice is coming, but what else are we gonna get done? Good souls, what you say?
Do you know what I want? I want that Ivan Fresneda personally as a right back option, someone who can offer what Ben White does, but to a higher level. He's more naturally gifted as a right back. Don't get it twisted. I love Ben White, and I still think he's going to be our starting right back, regardless of whether Fresneda comes in. Hence why the Cancelo one's interesting. Anyway. Yeah, Ben White will start, but when you talk about obviously now we're in that Champions League game, we can't drop the quality level. We need to bring in players who fit the mold at least. Whether they need a bit of improvement and tweaking and polishing up, that's cool. But the mold of player and their IQ has to be high enough to come in for this team and just fit in. And that's why I want someone like a Fresneda. That's why I want Declan Rice and Caicedo. The reason why I want both isn't because I'm being unrealistic or greedy. No, let me finish in it. Don't just interrupt and then you'll understand the thought process, right? So for me, I do think Granit Xhaka, I'm not saying he's out the door this season, but what the club are looking to do is bring younger players in, breed them into the team, and push the older ones out. So what's going to happen is Caicedo is going to learn from Thomas Partey, whilst Partey's like in that sort of peak of his powers. And then once Partey kind of, I'm not going to say he gets too old, but when he comes to like 32, 33, guess what? Caicedo's at the peak. He's 26, 27, ready and rearing to go. And then what happens is that's the cycle we've got to repeat. And then Declan Rice comes in for Granit Xhaka as an example. And then Granit Xhaka, obviously, he's coming to his 30s as well. He's going to give him 2 seasons. Declan Rice is going to learn what he needs to do in that box-to-box role. And then
that's
guess what?
200 million spent right there.
Have you seen the age profile
this comment right here? This comment right here basically explained what you said. Caicedo and Declan Rice to replace Partey and Xhaka.
200 M, my people.
$2.2
we're not playing that.
Profit, $2.2 billion in profit. That's all I gotta say.
Bruv, we're not doing that. Bruv, you've been supporting the same club I've been supporting, right?
Okay. I'll give you another
200 million, my guy.
Okay, I'll give you another reason. £150 million on average spent with our Champions League football.
Brother, do you reckon that matters, bro? That doesn't matter, bro. We're not spending 200 million on 2 players. Arsenal are just not doing that. It's not in our model, bro.
No,
we're not doing that.
2018, we've spent on average 150 per
The reason why it makes sense is because we no longer need to go sign 5 players in the window.
So how many players do you think we need? 2?
We only need
We
two.
need
or
at least
three.
4,
to
bro. We
three.
need 4
We need
players,
three
bro.
at most.
We
Well,
need
don't need
4
four
what
players.
positions? What 4
We
positions?
need
though?
two centre mids,
Yeah.
a striker, and a right back.
We ain't signed a
We don't
striker.
need a striker.
No.
We don't need a striker.
Bro,
No,
what
Are
we
you
have
not
to-
joking?
What do
No,
you think
we
we're
have-
doing with Balogun,
we
bro?
don't need a striker.
1 second. We have Trossard, we have Jesus, we have Balogun, and Eddie Nketiah.
Bro, I want us to sell Nketiah in the summer, though.
We can
Yeah,
sell
but
him.
then
we're
But
still
that
got
doesn't mean
Balogun.
We need another striker.
Yeah,
So what? So Balogun's gonna be competing with Jesus. Is that what you're telling me?
Okay,
In the
even if
Champions
you
League?
there, you've
Bro,
got
we even
Martinelli.
know
You can
Trossard.
Just Balogun and Jesus? Nah.
Trossard.
Trossard. Well, you forgetting Trossard?
So who do you?
Trossard is pushing for the left side, my guy.
Who do you want? Who do you want? Osimhen or something?
Bro, I want Osimhen, but I know we're not getting him, so let's forget
No,
about that
Who's
conversation.
in the BS?
I would take Ivan or what's his name, Vlahovic. I'll take any of those.
No,
two.
Vlahovic. No.
Bro,
Listen,
that's
then
that's
one
emotional
second,
reasons,
no.
Dowd.
One second,
That's
rewind.
emotional. That's you being
Rewind.
emotional with the Vlahovic thing.
Rewind. Would anyone take Paulinho from Fulham? Because he's 27
Yes.
and he's balling.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Now I prefer Declan Rice and Casado.
Prefer Declan Rice. There's one guy, Igal, one guy is on
He's
Athletic
all right.
there's one guy that we could get for free in the summer. The Athletic just said that Barcelona might lose Gavi for free in the summer.
Forget that.
Gavi for free.
Hey,
Casado
Dowd,
for
stop.
80 million.
Don't. Bro, you know how crooked Barcelona are. He's going back to Barca, bro. I don't know how they're gonna do it.
No, but
Wait, they'll do it.
everyone said that about Messi. You know, he's staying. But La Liga was tough on Barcelona. He said no, he's not staying. They had to sell him.
No, but there's
That's
a
something can
different-
happen. La
No,
Liga's
but
strong.
No, you're talking about a
Even
player.
if he had every club in the world to pick from, you think he's going to Arsenal over Man City?
Premier League champions. Champions.
Bro, he's not coming to England. You lot don't get it, bro. Do you know how much they love Gavi in Barca? He's not leaving Spain, bro.
But they've got no
He's
choice.
play-
They've got no choice.
Do you know how much I love Messi?
Okay, Dowd.
Do you know how much I love Messi?
Yeah,
You
but
might-
it was a different,
you might have
bro.
talking
This
about
is this
Messi
is
contract,
different,
bro.
bro. This is.
You
I'm
can't
telling
talk
you,
about Messi's
he's
contract situation
he's
and
supposed to
Gavi.
be the new Messi. This is someone they could get 10 years out of. Messi had maybe a couple.
It's been rejected though. You man know this. It's been
No,
rejected
okay.
by.
Okay,
I'll
but
explain-
Tarek,
I'll
okay,
explain the
Tarek, would you be
situation.
surprised after what you just said? Would you be surprised if the first game next season you see Gavi playing for Barca
No,
though,
of
after
course
what
not.
you just said?
No, of course not. But this is what I'm saying. Like, if it's getting rejected in court, it's out of Barcelona's control. Out of their control.
Kenny, I didn't call him
No,
Balagan, no.
but
I
this
didn't
is-
call
this
him
is what I'm
that,
trying to
Kenny. I
explain
didn't
to
even
you.
say
Bro,
his name.
I'm just
Don't
gonna-
do that, Kenny.
Everyone's talking over
Balogun
each
is what
other.
I said.
Let me just stop 1 second, bring it back for a second, right? This comment right here, Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney's the Harry Kane replacement. He's not going to come to Arsenal. At this moment in time, he's going to be the long-term replacement for Harry Kane. That's what I think.
Bro, what happens to Balogun if Ivan Toney comes? He ain't getting no game time at all then.
I
That
personally
was-
think I would sell Balogun. I would sell him.
Whoa, no,
Why
no,
would you
no.
sell Balogun? Why?
I would sell Balogun.
Okay, you keep
Why
it
wouldn't
at
you
the-
sell? I'd rather sell Eddie than Balogun.
Listen, hear me out. We get a sell-on clause or we get a buyback clause. We let him go to somewhere abroad, not within the Premier League,
Wow.
to continue to master his trade. And when he's a little bit older, we have first refusal.
Balogun is
this
better than
moment in
Eddie
time-
and Ketia, man.
At this moment in time,
Wait,
we
wait,
don't
wait.
have-
Are you
we don't
keeping
have-
Eddie? Forget about all that. Are you
Yeah,
keeping
he's
Eddie?
keeping Eddie, bro. He's keeping Eddie.
Oh,
If
then
you said
I'm
in
not
Balo.
listening. You can talk.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, how can I
Eddie.
entertain that when you want to keep Eddie and sell Balogun? For what? You can get 30 million for Eddie, bring back Balogun, get him on a new contract.
Balogun's better. I don't care what anyone says. Balogun technically
Facts.
is a better footballer.
Big facts.
than-
hey, give him the preseason to see if he can get involved in the team. If he can't, sell him.
Season. Are you gonna give
You
him
got what's
preseason?
going on?
What?
You're
Are
ruthless.
you telling me you're gonna?
I'm not gonna lie to you
overweight
guys.
Person. You're
I'm
gonna
not
tell
gonna
an
lie to you
overweight
guys.
person to run
I
around the
view-
park, and if he's not
I
fit,
view
if he's not-
Balogun as a prize asset that we can make money off of. Flip him, let him go somewhere, and we can
Bro,
continue.
Eddie has to go. He ain't good enough. I don't
What
care
do you reckon you could get more from
Eddie
for
go.
Ballo than Eddie?
Yes, and I also believe we can get a buyback clause off him too. Where Eddie and Ketia, we won't want a buyback clause, and even if we do
Bro,
get rid of Eddie,
After we sell him, he's done. He ain't coming back.
who?
Balogun, why the
Balogun.
hell would he want to come back?
The reason why he would come back is because
Nah, he would, but I just don't think we should
This
do
is my-
it.
this
We
is my
shouldn't take
thing.
the risk. We
This
shouldn't
is
take
my
the
thing.
risk personally.
This is my thing. You sell him to the French team that he's currently at, and then you have a first refusal buyback similar to what he had with what's it called? The guy who went to AC Milan, the midfielder,
No, you do know
Benacer.
that buyback is going to be like 60 million. They ain't going to make it cheap.
Oh, do we have a buyback with Benacer? Yeah.
We did. It was 20 million. We refused it, and we instead took 4 million in profit.
Interesting.
That would have been
Anyway.
20 million for Benacer would have been.
No, but you know what? Do you know the Benacer thing only looks good when we're challenging for top 4. Now we are, it's a bit different. That Benacer don't look tasty anymore. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I want
As a
Gavi.
squad player, I like it.
You want Gavi? Listen, how about this?
Down,
How about
stop.
this? I got. Let me give you guys.
If we're a top club,
Do
have
we
to
go back
players
in
like
for
this.
De Jong? Do we go back in for Frankie?
He's not.
Yeah.
Bro. Okay,
Back in for Frankie. Were we ever in for Frankie?
I know people.
were.
have
Igalo's
Barca
got
fans.
sauces. Igalo's got
No,
sauces.
I'm
Hey.
telling you, I've got people. I know
Frankie's
people
going, man.
directly
You, my
with
guy.
He ain't going anywhere. Just get it in your head. Do not negotiate with Barcelona. I'm telling you, so waste of time.
Who's not going
They're
anywhere?
not
Gavi.
Gavi,
No, Frankie.
Gavi will get signed by the way. I'm telling you, guaranteed he'll get signed back on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's another
we'll
one.
speak off stream. We'll speak off stream.
Here's another one. Callum Hudson-Odoi to Arsenal. What are you guys saying? Because I can't.
No.
Another one.
Did you say Hudson and Doyle? Did I hear right?
Nah, brother, it was a bit of a distortion in your. And
No, but look,
he was talking about
Mikel
talking about
Arteta
Diaby.
has-
He was talking about Diaby, his friend.
Listen, I'm just telling you guys the news. Don't shoot the message.
What was the name again? What was the name again?
Callum Hudson-Odoi.
What the Chelsea?
Yeah,
That one? Are you sure that one?
yeah, that's who.
The one that
it is.
was on
Are you
100 grand a
asking
week
the
at
question,
18.
Or are you like
No.
just?
That's who.
He's just
Mikel
giving.
Arteta
He's
is.
sharing news. He's sharing news. He's not asking
Oh.
anything. All right, the next segment.
I'm moving on. Within the
This is not 2018
Look at what
Arsenal.
Sadia is asking
It's
you.
not 2019 Arsenal. We're
Aye.
going for the big names. We're going for the big names.
what about relegation fodder? Would you guys take anyone from Southampton, Lavia?
Yeah, definitely Lavia.
Yeah, I'll take Lavia.
Yeah, but that will be from
Buy
City, not
him
from
and
Southampton.
buy him and
isn't
then
it?
loan him after.
Nah, they've
No,
got
they-
some. They've
no,
got
they
a
bought him.
clause.
Southampton
got-
bought him.
They got a
When?
buyback.
But there's a clause for City,
There's,
though, no?
there's a
Yeah,
buyback.
buyback.
or
Oh,
sell-on.
okay,
There's
okay.
like,
Yeah,
there's
that's
like some mad thing there.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, Lavia is gonna probably end up at United or Man City because those guys just are willing to spend way more than we will be.
Do you know who I like? I like Bournemouth's Billing. Billing, decent.
Decent
I'm
player.
not gonna lie to you. If you ever
Mm.
bring Billing to an Arsenal team, he's not technically gifted enough to play in our team.
No,
bro.
he's
Van
not.
Billing.
Nah. Did you
Van
see him
Billing,
in
man.
midfield against us?
I like the guy.
Hey, brother, stop this.
We
Stop
should have
this.
signed him. We should have signed him. I call him the championship Pogba for a reason. He's quality. He's tall. He can do a lot of things.
I'm
But the
okay. We've
reality
moved past that, bro. This ain't top
the
6, top
reality
4
is,
Arsenal, man.
We can't be going for guys like that. James Ward-Prowse, I like him, but he's not gifted enough to be in our midfield.
No. Do
That's
you know if
his-
you had rolling substitution where we can have a kicker, like a free kick kicker? Then cool, fine.
What if,
If Bowley has his way, we'll soon be like that, bro.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie. A couple years ago, God rest his soul, when I was on stream with Robbie and what's it called, Claude,
Claude.
I mentioned Billing a long time ago, but right now, come on, man.
Not now, not in this Arsenal team, but he's a decent player. Let's not like.
Yeah,
Bro,
but-
Billing,
Nah,
bro.
but
Like,
he-
do you know what I'm saying? And we taking the piss. Players that score against us, and now sign.
Yeah,
We should
yo,
sign
I was
them.
gonna
Is that what it
say
is?
one more player. You guys don't laugh. What as a third choice striker, Che Adams, he'll actually be decent.
All right,
No!
good night. Good night.
Nah,
And God bless.
I'm not with you on that one.
As a third
No,
choice
bro.
striker,
Over, bro. I was
That's
with you.
worse than Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Hey, bro,
Nah.
down, bro. I was bigging you up when I
Nah,
started the
bro.
stream, and now
10
look at
million.
you. This is what you've
Nah,
done.
nah,
No,
10 mil.
guys, he's fasting. Allow it.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's fasting. His brain
ah,
ain't
cool,
working.
cool,
His
cool.
brain
The
ain't
fuck,
working.
okay. I'm
Listen.
with you.
Okay, enough about that. Do you guys honestly believe we're gonna bring in £100 million forward in the window? Because I don't
No.
think we're signing any more forwards next season.
No, but someone told me we're going to spend 200 million on 2 midfielders. So why can't we?
Midfielders, yeah, man.
It can't be crazy to spend 100 on one striker then.
No, but then that'll be 300 in the entire win. I think we're going to be more
Guys
midfield.
said
focused.
shut off the stream. Wallahi, one more wild take. I have to end the stream. Listen, it's getting wild. Listen, honestly,
no, not as
I
a first choice, not as a third choice striker. I said third choice. striker.
the weekly
Brother,
panel shows-
18th choice. I don't want him. 18th
Listen,
choice.
Yo, you think this is bad? Imagine when the window opens. Yo, last
mate.
bro, oh my god, a couple years ago we were doing laundry list of 17 players in one window. You guys remember that shit?
Hey,
Now we're
this
only-
just shows the pain we've been through as Arsenal fans. I don't know if you lot remember, there was one period as an Arsenal fan, yeah, where we found ourselves getting excited about Rob Holding coming back from injury. Do you remember
Oh,
that
yeah.
time?
Yeah.
So remember that?
Yeah.
Like, oh, watch when Holding comes back. It's gonna be brother. We've gone through pain, my guy. We've suffered though. Look at that. We deserve this time.
Then
We
once
really do
we
deserve
had
this
we had
time.
no
No,
battle on the
no,
pitch.
no.
Literally everything off the pitch.
Remember
Literally.
when people were praising
No,
Maitland-Niles?
what about our best center back pairing? Rob Holding and Pablo Marie, bro. Wait until
Oh, brother.
Oh, lockdown
Brother.
settings. Ah, nah.
Yeah, that was a quality
mate.
partnership.
Oh my god.
Bro,
We-
Kalajdzic
we-
left back. Oh my days.
Brother,
Oh
Andros
my
Santos was left back. Let's do this.
Oh
Andros
my
Santos.
God. Yeah, we've gone through this. That's why I'm
Yeah.
always saying, bro, let's enjoy
We
this,
deserve
man.
this league title,
Yeah,
guys.
man. Let's
We've
like
earned
enjoy
it.
every single game. Like smile. There shouldn't be a single negativity after every game. There should
Yeah, man.
smile, man.
Bro, Lucas Torreira, number 10.
Yeah, there's still fans that will beat a team 1-0 and they're complaining about a yellow card we got in the final 10 minutes. I'm like,
Yo,
bro, we won
Igala,
1-0, my
I got a
guy.
question for you. Did you go to the Sporting second leg game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
because
was there.
literally like the day after when I was on the stream, I think Lee Gunnar was saying that his mate was at the game and that people were fighting each other. I'm thinking
He's
like,
lying.
and they say people are
He
fighting each
likes
other.
chaos, man. He lives off it, innit?
Because I wasn't at the game. Obviously, I can't disagree with him. But he was saying in the stream that people were like fighting each other because the way we lost.
I would love 10
What?
minutes on a stream
Yeah.
of League
Bro,
man. Just
what is
10
he
minutes.
talking
bro.
about?
I'll finish
That was
that.
literally, we were walking out the stadium. People are like, you know what? We lost, but it's okay. We lost on penalties. It wasn't.
Yeah,
like
his mate Kenny went to the game. He said Kenny,
He's
and
lying.
he said people were fighting each other and stuff. I'm thinking, whoa,
Who's
that's
fighting? I never seen one person fighting. But
Fake
the
news,
stadium's
fake
massive.
news. I'll ask Kenny.
The stadium's massive. The stadium's massive, so you never know. But look, personally, I'm not gonna let people take away from our fun this season. We've enjoyed this season fully. If the season ends tomorrow and we don't win the Premier League, it'll be disappointing. Don't let no one come here say to you, "Oh, it's a failure. We absolutely are a disgrace. This is that." No, the hell. We weren't even supposed to be here in the first place. The fact that we're in the opportunity is disappointing. We didn't.
Yeah.
If we don't win it, but if we don't win it, you should still be have high expectations for next season and expect us to be in and around the same position next season, hopefully.
Yeah, I know definitely.
No, but our rivals are all below us and they're chatting shit about us. How
Bro.
funny that is. That's
That's
actually hilarious.
That's why it doesn't make sense about this. This is Arsenal's last chance. Like, bro, we got the youngest squad in the league with the youngest manager. How is this our last chance
Bro,
if
they
we're
want
only
all
going
our
to get
players,
Champions
but
League?
we're not going to
Brother,
win it
they-
again. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's pathetic. It is.
They know it's coming, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you know
Number
what?
14.
You know, I'm deliberately being relentless. I don't give a shit. I'm going to be in their DMs. I'm going to be in their faces, going to their houses.
But they're more afraid than the guy who tried to rob.
Everyone should block me if we win the league. That's what I'm just telling you now. Disclaimer,
No, I'll
block
find
me.
a way.
Block
I'll find
me.
a way. I'll
Especially
unblock myself.
me.
Yo,
especially for Gooners balls.
you know what the rivals right now remind me of that video of Kolasinac fighting the people in the street with the knives.
Yeah.
And
they're trying to poke you. They're
Yeah.
trying to poke you, but they know they can't fuck with you.
Exactly. Especially Gooners Souls. You and Manny in it.
Yeah.
So, bro, you got to chat to them. All of them.
Hey.
You got the blue side, the red side, all of
You
them.
know how gloomy they are? They're like, you man are still on top of the league, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's long.
Listen,
Bro, it's so
my friends are Chelsea fans. They usually call me during the season. Well, I haven't heard from them once.
Same, bro. My line's dead.
I haven't. Zuki, quiet. And you know what they were saying last season? Last season they're saying, "Oh, you think you're closer to Liverpool and City than we are, but we're third. Where are you? You're fifth." I'm like, what did I tell you?
Bro, it was so jokes today, yeah. You know, one of them goes, bro, we need to ban these Arsenal hoodies.
The hate is real, bro. But
Bro,
just
it's
know
mad.
we're coming. We're coming.
We're
Arsenal are
coming,
here
yeah.
to stay,
We're
bro.
coming.
We
I
never
can't
went.
Yo, honestly, this stream has been amazing. You guys are entertaining as hell. Big up to everyone in the chat. If you guys don't already know, One Touch has his channel. I'm gonna put it in the description. Tariq, I'm gonna put your channels in the description also. My guy Dawood, his channel's already in the description. Gunnar Lee's channel's in the description. Gunnar Souls doesn't even run his channel on a daily, but his channel's in the description. Let's get this shit going. People, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You guys got anything coming up before we go?
No, I ain't got anything coming up. It's the international break.
Yeah, we've got a league break coming up, innit? We're
know
going to
what?
celebrate winning the league.
I was gonna do a keep, sell, or buy, but we're gonna probably want to keep all the players for one.
Oh no, I don't know, man. We got Nigel.
Nah,
here.
bro.
We we're gonna beef on this.
That's gonna be a spicy one.
You know what I mean? It's the first time where you can say, you know what, you don't know who to sell.
Yeah.
I know exactly who to sell, my guy, but that's
there's
for
not
another
many.
stream.
I'd say I know who I want to sell, but there's not like a list. It's about maybe a couple of players.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna like the stream because I'm gonna save it until the end of the summer when we sign Gavi. That's all I'm promising you guys. When he's at the Emirates Stadium, Souls, I want you to admit
you know
it.
I want that to happen, but I'm telling you,
I'll buy you next season's kit if we get Gavi.
with Gavi on it. Yeah.
Is that me as
How
well?
about
Have you shaved your head, by the way? Have you shaved your head yet?
I can't hear you. There's
nah, he heard you
Yo, I got a problem with my camera.
You know, why do you do this to yourself? Every time you make bets about your hair.
What was the bet?
No, I was so
He said we're
confident.
going to easily beat Sporting, and if we don't go through, he'll shave his head.
Wow.
And then he even did a poll. Forget about shaving my head. I will do the. Should I do the Ronaldo? And then people are like, do the Ronaldo.
Haircut, or
Nine haircut.
the little finger.
If I made a bet to shave my head, people are gonna be
What
like,
were you thinking? Of course they're gonna pick the Ronaldo every time.
Yeah. You haven't seen me on social since then.
Anyways, One Touch's channel's in the description now. So is Tyreek's. Make sure you guys go give them a follow. My Woody's channel's in the description. Everyone, hope you guys have a wonderful day. We're gonna win the goddamn league. 10 more games to go.
Let's
and if
go.
we lose, come back here and you can make fun of us. I don't really give a shit. Good, because at that point I'll already be sad. But have a good one.
That's up, guys.
What else is going on this week? International break. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Sit back.
England, Italy, yeah.
Nobody gets injured.
I
And
bet.
yeah, we're out of here. People bless.